Guys, it's days like today that I love being a part of the stock market. Look at this. We have all the indexes up big time right now. It's currently about 11:35 a.m. when I'm making this video, and we have the Russell up over 1%, the Nasdaq's up almost 2%, the S&P's up 1%, and we have the Dow Jones up almost 0.5% as the VIX is now back under 15 points. It's down 3.5%, guys. Holy crap. So, yeah, we're going to break down mostly Palantir in this video because as we're getting the breakout in the markets right now, Palantir is breaking out as well. It's up 6%, almost $1. So we're going to do an update on Palantir stock in this video, go over the charts, key levels, and maybe at the end we'll talk about some other names, maybe the overall markets in general. So if y'all find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you as always. And don't forget to check out that Moomoo link down below if you want some free stocks, guys. Up to 15 stocks with just a $100 deposit, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, by the way. And depending on how much more money you deposit, all the details are linked down below. You can also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock for a limited time. So get on it, link down below, or just go to stocks.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, folks, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So again, every index right now is up big time except for the Dow. It's not doing bad by any means, but it's only up 0.5% compared to the Nasdaq's almost 2%. Either way, everything is doing very well right now, and Palantir stock is starting to break out. On the intraday chart, you guys can see we're clearly above the highs from yesterday, which yesterday was a pretty flat, boring type day for Palantir, although it was pretty choppy, but overall we did hold pretty much steady between 1450 to about 1470, right? 1475. So not crazy movement yesterday, but today, man, holy smokes. We started off the day at 1450. Well, that was the low of the day about, 2 hours ago. Then from that point, we're now up to 15, almost 60. We're up over 7%, which is just nuts. Clearly taking out the highs from yesterday. And if I pull this 5-day up, you guys can see the highs from the day before that. And now we're starting to push towards let's see, what day was this? Thursday, or that was, no, actually Wednesday night on the 23rd, we shot the $16 after the bell. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. That's right, because that's when we got NVIDIA's earnings. So we got that huge spike, which then, reversed aggressively on Thursday. That was a nasty drop, guys. Palantir went from 1650 down to 14. That was a drop of 14%. Now it's been recovering and starting to get, more buying pressure since that dip. And now we're starting to recover that entire loss from Thursday, the day after we got, again, NVIDIA's earnings, as I'm sure you all remember that day. So Palantir is starting to break out towards that point, $16.15. I'm going to actually set 2 alerts, guys. I'm going to put one at 16 markers that were above. And let me see, where should I put the other one? Well, we actually already took this high out, which on Wednesday, that Wednesday before NVIDIA's earnings, we hit 1550-ish roughly in, during that trading day. We broke out of that. And now we're starting to push 16, like I said, 1650. So the next alert I'll put, maybe I'll just put one at 1570 for now. Markers that were above 1570, and we'll see if that breaks. Then again, if 16 breaks, we could be going even higher from that point. And mind you, keep in mind here on Palantir stock, guys, actually, wait, before we talk about the 4-hour, let me show you these other time frames. On the 10-day chart, now we're starting to break out towards the highs from the middle of August. So about 2 weeks ago, we were right where we are now, 1550, 1560, right? So we're starting to break out towards that level. We're not breaking above those points yet, but we're getting to that point, which if we break really above 16, like I've said multiple times, that's where the full breakout could be coming. And on the 20-day chart, you guys can see even more now how important 1575, 16, 1625, these levels really are. Very, very important, guys. Very, very important. So Palantir, starting to gain some momentum again. We're above the moving averages now, both the 50 and the 180 here on the 1-hour chart, which is beautiful. And on the 4-hour chart, we're above the 50 SMA now, not quite yet above the 180, which the 180 SMA is at $16.50. 50 cents, which if that breaks, guys, we could be getting the full breakout. So let me actually set my alert, another alert at 1650. Mark is out, we're above, there we go. And one thing to keep in mind, to play devil's advocate here, guys, we do arguably have a head and shoulders in the making, right? Especially if we fail at 1650, which is why 16 to 1650, another reason why it is such a big level. Look at this, guys, what I just drew out, right? If I zoom in a little bit right here, we can see back in the beginning of June, middle of June, we were struggling at 16, 1650, $17, and that became the left shoulder, right? Then we formed the head here, and now we've been struggling at the neckline right at 16, 1650 for the past week, 2 weeks, which is why I can't stop saying it. We need to break that point, because if we break that point, we'll be above the 180 SMA. The neckline would break. The head and shoulders is out the window. And from there, we could be seeing a break towards $20 again. At least that's my opinion. Of course, this is not guaranteed, guys. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. But just based on, how long I've been watching this, these charts on Palantir and, momentum, all these different indicators, I feel like we could start breaking out at 1650. We'll see. We're not there yet. We're at 1550. But again, the stock's up 6% on the day, which is really, really good. So let me show you some other stocks here that are doing pretty well right now. We have Nikola up on the day, although this is very risky. Palantir is risky as well, but Nikola is in its own category of risk. This stock's pretty much a penny stock now, but it is up 7.3% on the day. Not bad, really not reversing or anything. It looks like this is just arguably a dead cat bounce. I don't know. It looks like that head and shoulders we called out a couple of videos ago, that ended up playing out. But either way, Nikola's up over 7%, not doing that bad right now. Pretty well, actually. And we have NVIDIA now starting to push back towards 490. You can see NVIDIA's up 4%, which this is really good for the bulls, right? Obviously, the breakout of this channel that we talked about last week, that was really good for the bulls. And the fact that we have a golden cross, we're above the moving averages, these are all great things for the bulls. But you want to know what's even better, guys, is the fact that we got the earnings, solid earnings. We ran a 520. We then pulled back on, I believe that was Friday, right? Yeah, we hit, what, 452 on Friday, and we consolidated Friday and on Monday, and now Tuesday, we're starting to bounce off of those moving averages, which it seems like to me, I don't know about you, but with this bounce, it looks like NVIDIA's uptrend overall is continuing, and there could be a push towards $500 again. Never say never with a stock like this. Is it guaranteed? No, guys, nothing's guaranteed, like I say all the time. But it looks like it is starting to break out, and let me actually show you this. We also had a head and shoulders on NVIDIA here. You guys see right here. But it looks like the neckline is also starting, or it is starting to break right now, which you guys can see. Neckline's at about 480. Now we're at 487. I think NVIDIA might be in the clear potentially for more upside. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to hit that like button and to subscribe. It's completely free to subscribe. I appreciate you all as always. We just recently hit 30,000 subs. I mean, geez, guys, I've been doing this for 5 years. Every time I hit a milestone, it's awesome. I appreciate you all as always. Without your support, this would not be possible, obviously. So now the next goal is 50,000. Then we're going for 100,000, guys. So I'm not going anywhere. You better get used to seeing this face, guys. So I appreciate, again, all you guys as always. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 15 stocks right off the bat. And depending on how much more money you deposit, all the details are linked down below. You can also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer, guys. So get on it. Use that link down below. And feel free to check out my Patreon, guys. Link down below for the Discord chat, the private Patreon portfolio, which I'm building. I actually just bought more of a particular name in that portfolio, and there's more on Patreon, guys, and I think it's a good deal. Check it out, link down below. And with that being said, folks, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.